Welcome, Pisces, to your week ahead reading. Thank you so much for being here. This is the week commencing 1st of December. Let's see what's in store for the lovely Pisces. We are using the daily crystal oracle cards. So there's the first one for Pisces. Oh my gosh, it's only my favourite, lapis lazuli. I actually have a piece here on my pendant. The most beautiful blue crystal. Absolutely gorgeous. And we have hematite. So the message of lapis lazuli is make a decision. Make your mind up, Pisces. I must admit, as Pisces, I'm not terribly good at that. But when I have made my mind up, that's it. But it does take me a little while to get there. I don't know if you're the same. And then we have hematite, ground yourself. Ground yourself, perhaps stop being a little bit too Piscean, a bit too much in your head. Let's go back to basics. Let's go for walks in the garden. Let's get back to nature. I don't know. Let's have a look, see what the tarot has to say for Pisces. So, quick shuffle. This is the Unfolding Path Tarot. So, dear spirit guides and angels, please join me in this reading for Pisces and make it helpful, hopeful and healing. What's the focus, please and thank you? We have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, what are we making a decision about? Let's have a look. Opportunity is the Eight of Wands. Again, when you've made the decision, Pisces, this is what happens. Eight of Wands. Challenge is the Devil. Bubbling under the surface is the Death card. And Three of Wands is your advice and outcome. Now, the Three of Pentacles as a focus is, are you surrounding yourself with people that are in the same skill set as you? Because the Three of Pentacles is about being collaborating, as teamwork makes the dream work. Focusing on, maybe you've outgrown something or some team and you need to be looking at a new team. Maybe you work on your own and perhaps the focus is, who else can you bring in to form a bigger, stronger, better team, if you like. Let's have a look. We'll clarify anyway. Eight of Wands is your opportunity. Now, I love this. This is like, once you've made your mind up, now it's like, right, let's crack on with this. Let's get, fire in our belly about this. Because Wands are, our desires, our drive, determination. And the Eight of Wands is a really fast energy about progressing your goals. And that can be in terms of communication, making appointments, starting the ball rolling on something and knowing what direction you're going in. Now, in your challenge, you have the Devil. The Devil represents toxic energies. It represents addictions or something or somebody who's just not serving you. Somebody perhaps not particularly nice to you around you. It can also represent you feeling loyal to somebody or something, but not out of love. When you've been in a relationship, for instance, you feel like you can't leave it because you've been there so long, but that's not the right reasons to stay. Does that make sense? Or even in a job, I'd love to start a new job. I'd love to, I've really outgrown this now, but I've been here for X amount of years. I'm not leaving because I want some money for this. I want redundancy, but it's not serving you in the meantime. It's actually turning quite toxic. Could be something to do with that. Could also be a Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Capricorn who's a little bit awkward next week. Now, the Death card is bubbling under the surface. So there is something that you feel the need that is like, this just can't go on. I've got to put a stop to this. This is ridiculous. But you're not, because you're not making your mind up, maybe, Pisces. And now the Three of Wands is your advice and outcome. You couldn't make this up. The Three of Wands is making you look at what's bigger and better out there. She's got her ship there. She's captaining her own ship. She's got her back to everybody else. Interesting with the Three of Pentacles, it's like she's looking for more other people who do the same thing as her, even who can bring the same skill set to the table. So perhaps you are doing something at the moment, you feel like you're really alone, you're the only one that can do it, the pressure is building, and it's like, no, I just need to find like-minded people, find something where other people enjoy what I do as much as I do. Does that make sense? I'm waffling a little bit. I'm very aware of that. Right, Three of Pentacles, why are you here? Please and thank you. For Pisces, as a focus. Oh, Judgment. Interesting. Judgment comes when the timing is right, and that's the major arcana to tell us that. It's often in the Ryder Waite deck, which I'm going to go back to. Actually, I'm missing that now. You've got Archangel Gabriel with a trumpet of communication blowing, waking these people up out of their boxes, and it's the message is, now's the time. This has gone on for long enough. You need to do something about it. Same with the Death card. Exciting though. I like it. It's very exciting. 8 of Wands is like, well, now you've made your mind up. Let's look into this. Even if it's baby steps, if you think, oh my gosh, this is a big ask, then break it down. So for instance, if you want to leave your job and do something new, but it entails you have to open up a new bank account, just start researching that new bank account. I don't know, something really small, but make sure you do a little something every day. If the task is too daunting. Right, 8 of Wands, why are you here for Pisces? 8 of Cups. Oh my giddy aunt. So what they're asking you to do, as I said, you need to leave something behind that's not serving you. Cups, relationships, friendships perhaps, but matters of the heart, something that's not ticking that heart chakra anymore. And when we see the 8 of Cups, I see as an opportunity is like you have outgrown something. And I say, the caveat with this card, I always say, it doesn't mean to say you're going to leave your partner overnight or anything like that, anything dramatic. It's just a realization that, hang on a minute, yeah, I've really outgrown this now. I feel like I need to stick my rockets of desire and put them all in the right direction and really focus on where I'm going now. There's like a realization coming in here for you. Also with the 8 of Cups, what I'll say is it's very much like say for instance you followed somebody on YouTube, and I find this with tarot card readers that I absolutely adore, and then the next thing you know, I get a bit bored of them, and I'm like, why am I feeling bored? I just really put them up there, and that's because you've reached their level and they perhaps haven't grown on. And I had this conversation yesterday with Claire, and that's so true, isn't it? It's about looking at how you're growing and what your needs are now, Pisces, not anybody else's. Now, the devil is in your challenge area. Why do we have the devil as a challenge? Maybe the devil as a challenge also is you not actually going within, because you're encouraged to do mirror work with the devil card. So mirror work is looking in the mirror, what's really not serving me deep down. What do I really know deep down? What do I really need to have a word with myself about? Let's have a look. Oh, Knight of Cups as a challenge. Knight of Cups for me is an apology. Also, for some of you, you may be hanging on in a job or a relationship. Just keep waiting for that lovely offer to come in, and it gets you stuck in a rut. You think, oh, I know it'll get better. They'll say sorry, or they'll offer me something lovely, and I'll go, oh, that's all right. Let's go back again how it was, or I'm all right now in my job for the next 3 months. Be careful of that. Death card is in your subconscious, and it's what's bubbling under the surface, and there is a realization here that you do need to put an end to this rut, or this whatever this might be. But simply because you're growing, Pisces. 5 of Swords, yeah, there is perhaps why you haven't put an end to it so far is because you know it's going to be confrontational, and you don't like confrontation, Pisces. You would rather just stick your head in the sand or cut them off altogether. Don't communicate at all. But the 5 of Swords does involve, as bubbling under the surface, is like maybe you're thinking, oh crap, you know what, I'm going to have to face this with people, and I really don't want to, because she feels like she's going to get the burden of all this, of all the thoughts and the arguments and the spiteful comments perhaps that might come along with it. But the Three of Wands is your advice and outcome. It's like, well, just take a look. Look at what's bigger and better out there. Yeah? Sail that boat. Maybe your boat, that other boat has sailed and now you've got to sail a new boat. Three of Wands, Pisces. Let's have a look. Ace of Cups. What more can I say? The advice of the Ace of Cups. What really will give you that new lease of life? Yeah. What really will give you that new feeling of being in love with something or somebody? This is a new friendship, a new relationship, just new beginnings. Absolutely love it. Your heart is opening up here. Maybe it's some bit of gratitude going on here too with the advice card. Let's do one more on that Ace of Cups. Right, I'm going to stop now, Pisces, because now you've got the World card, which is also about endings and new beginnings. This is encouraging you with that Three of Wands to say, well, look at the journey that you've been on already. You are expanding. You've outgrown something. You need to move on to something new, bigger and better. Don't stay in one place. It's really easy to stay in one place, but we just get a little bit, as I say, stale if we do that. So, oh my gosh, what a reading. I absolutely love that for you. Right, let's have a look at Wisdom of the Oracle for the final message for Pisces, please, and thank you. So focus next week. Focus on the people that you can look up to and join a team, maybe. Collaborate with somebody, some other people. But somewhere where your skill set will be feeling like, not that you started at the bottom again, but feeling a bit like an apprentice again and working your way up again. And I just think that puts a fire in your belly. Having said that, look, what does this say? It says time for a nap. No, Pisces, it's not time for a nap. We're good at napping. Time for a nap. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Let's have a look. 24. Why have we got a nap? That's the worst thing you can tell us. 24. Okay. Because we need to rest, rejuvenate, and repair, basically. This is very Four of Swords energy. And you know what I will say for that also is when we see time for a nap, it's because we need to put things into perspective. When we're tired, when we don't sleep very well, we do tend to stay in that same place all the time, don't we? Because we don't have the energy to move out of anything. So yeah, maybe that is right, actually. Thank you. It is time for a nap, Pisces. But then we've got to make a decision. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed that reading. Thank you so much for watching and for being here each week. I love the comments and the support I get. It's overwhelming. So Ace of Cups for me to you. Have a fabulous week. Take care.